So I remember I had this client and she was having some kind of back pain. And I'm like, I could go to the hypnotist and I already know how to do all that stuff. But could this thing with source energy, with healing, with Huna, energy work from a distance? Could it work? I'm like, it's not going to work. This is ridiculous. But could it? But could it work? I'm like, let's give it a shot. How do I know? How do I know if it's going to work or if it isn't going to work unless I attempt it? So I attempted it. And what I did, in very quick terms, was I had a connection with my higher self. And I just assumed that she had a higher self. It's the presupposition that I had. And my higher self was talking to her higher self. And I knew that she was having a pain. Couldn't touch her, couldn't see her. I don't know, she was in another part of the country, many, many hours away. And everything in me wanted to do like all those other techniques to just eat up time and be busy in my brain. And why don't we just use the higher self? My higher self to speak to her higher self to do the healing. My higher self isn't healing her. I'm certainly not healing her. But our unconscious can communicate with the higher self. So you can't communicate. If you imagine, right, your higher self is up here and you've got your conscious mind here and you've got your unconscious here or subconscious. Your conscious mind, your intellect, it can't communicate. It can't communicate to your higher self. That's why people will meditate, people will go into prayer, people will go into altered states, maybe they'll take magic mushrooms or anything, whatever they do. But when you're in your unconscious mind has a direct link to your higher self. Again, your higher self is whatever the highest version of you is in the spiritual form or energy form, if you want to take the word spirituality from it. So my intent was, I wanted her back pain to go away. That was my intent. But I didn't want to do anything up here and here. I wanted it to be pure. So I just sat with her and I'm like, do you want to try something? I'm like, full disclosure, this might not work, but the worst case is nothing's going to happen. You're not going to get hurt from it. Best case is perhaps your back pain goes away. Are you game? She's like, yeah, I'm game. Sounds interesting. Let's give it a shot. It's not going to cost me any more money. I'm not going to get hurt. Sure, let's give it a shot. All right? Openness. She was open to the concept. So I said, all right, are you having the back pain now? She goes, no, I don't have it now. So now's not a good time to do it because she's not experiencing it. I said, could you do something for me? I know this is a bit weird, but the next time you feel some kind of back pain, could you give me a text? Just send me a text and just tell me. She's like, well, yeah, I can do that. I'm like, as long as I'm not indisposed, is it okay if I work with your higher self? I know it sounds a bit weird. She's like, well, what do I need to do? I'm like, just give me permission to work with your higher self. Would that be okay with you? She's like, I don't need to do anything or tap or meditate or listen to a 30-minute recording. No, you just have to give me permission when the pain's there. She's like, yeah, sounds pretty easy. So I'm in the toilet and I'm doing my business the next day and I get the text. It's true. I'm like, well, let's see if this shit works. So I did the technique, I connected with my higher self, I did some prayer, I did some chanting, connected with it. I imagined her, I knew where the pain was, I connected my higher self connected to her higher self, which connected to her unconscious. And then my mind wants to do all the work, then my emotions want to do all the work, and this just noises up the channels. There's too much noise, the work can't be done. It's just from a pure space of openness and intent. And the intent isn't, oh, if this doesn't work, I'm a failure. The intent is, I want to make all this disappear. My intent is, this energy is going to pass through me, it's going to go into her higher self, and her higher self is going to heal her if it's the right thing. And I'm just going to shut up, which is really fucking hard for me to do, and step out of the way and let it happen. So I'm there, and I'm on the toilet, and I'm doing my business. And I'm like, okay, do I have permission to work with your higher self? She's like, yep. So I imagined the healing. And my emotions like, oh, I don't know if it's worked, My head's like, whoa, you've been doing this long enough now. Come on, let's get on with the rest of your day. Noise, right? I'm like, no. My higher self's going to let me know on some level when this is truly done. So I'm open. Imagine those Care Bears. Anyone remember Care Bears from the 80s? Yeah. Remember it had the heart or the little gimmick is like what's the lucky one with the lucky Irish clover leaf, right? They all had magical powers. There's the rainbow one as well. So that's what I kind of imagine, right? I imagine, what does she need? She needs healing. All right, what's my higher self saying? What's healing? Oh, it's yellow. All right, I'm just going to imagine yellow's come. I'm not going to. Is yellow a healing? Isn't healing supposed to be white? No, I don't get caught up with consciousness. I'm like, all right, it says send white. So I'm just there, and I'm just sending white, and I'm just sending the yellow. I'm just sending the yellow to her back. And I'm getting bored, right? My conscious mind's like, Luke, I'm getting bored. Can't we do this quicker? Just focus on the intention. It will let me know when she's ready. And then the emotions, like the anxiety, oh, is it working? Is it not working? I'm getting angry. This is taking too much time. Just noise. My higher self, I'm just going to know when it's done. And I'm there, and it was about 8-9 minutes. And then I just text her. I'm like, it's gone, isn't it? She's like, yeah. I'm like, no, really? It's gone, isn't it? She's like, yeah. And I was like, holy shit, this stuff works. This is crazy.